The goose hunt is on for Nottingham Forest as they are linked with yet another left wing back. Welcome to your latest Nottingham Forest news. Good morning, good evening, or good night wherever in the world you are. Hope you're having a wonderful day and welcome to your latest Nottingham Forest transfer news. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Gosens, or Gosens as he's sometimes called. I wouldn't go that far. We'll be giving you an update on a king, a bit of royalty that has been linked to Nottingham Forest. And yet more bids going in for a centre-back who's meant to be a Maldini. If you're looking forward to the video, probably not, but if you are, please don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to Forest Fan TV if you are new, and don't forget we are doing a football manager season with Nottingham Forest. Is Wolverine better than Cooper? Please make sure you go subscribe to the Wolverine gaming channel. The link for it is in the comments and in the description, so give that a little follow if you don't mind. Let's jump into this, and let's start with the goose. Okay, so the search for the Lodi replacement continues as now Robin Gosens has been linked to Nottingham Forest. The former Atlanta player who's went out on loan to Inter and has now become permanent is looked to be shipped straight back out. Why, you may ask? Well, we don't really know. There are strong rumours that Inter need to sell players to finance their summer transfer spend this season. And Gosens is one of those names that have been put on the list. It also probably has something to do with Augusto, who has been linked to both Forest and Inter. And Augusto is their primary target for left back, which would probably mean that Gosens is excess to demand. So, do I like him? Yeah, he's alright. He's alright. He used to be a bit more of a left midfielder than he did a left wing back and has been converted. But he is 28, so he's in the peak of his powers, so to speak. Played a lot of games this season for Inter, and he's done quite well. But I just don't like him. I just don't like him. I'm just not excited by him. Because I'll tell you the main reason why. All these left backs or left wing backs that have been linked with Forest are screaming at me that Cooper is putting together a 5-back formation with left wing backs, with 3 centre backs and all that. And I just wish we wouldn't go to 5 at the back again. If I cast your minds back to last season, the recruitment was done around a 3 at the back or 5 at the back, whatever you want to call the formation. And Cooper had to change to a back 4 after being unable to get it to click in the Premier League. However, as I kept mentioning last season towards the end, I felt he was itching to go back to his comfort zone, which was this back 5. And you can argue it got us over the line come hook or by crook. Forest survived last season. And I feel that's given Cooper the confidence that he can stick to his favoured comfort blanket. And I do see clear indicators that this is the way Forest are going to go. What do you think, though? This is just my summarization of it. Tell me in the comments, just type in 4 or 5. What do you think Cooper will go with at the start of this season? And do you think if he goes with the 5-back that he will change it quite suddenly? Remember, we've got some ugly fixtures away from home for the first 4 or 5. And I just think maybe that's falling into his mindset, that he's protecting that and looking back on what worked last season. Look, I'm not saying it's wrong to do it. I'm just saying my preferred formations always start with 4 at the back, because you're giving up potentially either an extra midfielder or you're giving up a secondary attacker. That's the problem I have with it. But look, coming back to Gosens, how much is he going to cost? Well, it's going to be somewhere between about 15 mil. That's where it's going to be. But Inter are open to a loan deal for him. And Gosens is open to go wherever the road may lead, because he has his eyes set on making the German team for the Euros coming up. So he's quite happy as long as he's playing football at a competitive level to make that change. Now, that loan could also be an obligation to buy loan. That would probably reduce the price a little, as the Inter would guarantee some income come the end of the season. But it would help them as well because it will take his wages off the book. What they are exactly, we're not quite sure. But I just can't get excited about this one as much as I want to hype him up. He's a solid player. He will do a job. But I still am now getting impatient. How are you guys feeling? I want to see some marquee names. Amrabat got me excited. Tyler Adams got me excited. But outside of that, the rest of the links for me have been quite poo-poo, to use the technical term. Get your thoughts in the script in the comments, and let me know what you think about the goose. All right, let's move on to another new name that has been linked with Nottingham Forest, and it's King's Kangwa. Yes, royalty himself. The Zimbabwean who plays for Redstar Belgrade, who scored about 12 goals in 45 appearances, plays as a central midfielder, and a good one at that. Valued at about 2.5 million, and is looking for his big career-changing move, and I believe he's 24 years old. However, there are a lot of clubs interested, and surprisingly, West Ham's name's not yet on that list. I'm sure by tomorrow it will be. Let me read them out to you. You've got Celtic, you've got Fiorentina, you've got Lille, you've got Montpellier, and I've heard rumours that maybe Bournemouth are sniffing around him as well. Overall, I can't be too excited by him because honestly, I haven't seen him play. Looking at his stats, they look okay, but in the Serbian league, is that really one that's going to be a testing league? I'm sure I've just offended half of Serbia. But I don't know, man. I just go back to the point. Where are the names? We're now a Premier League club for 12 months. We should be looking for me to get in some Premier League experience. Or maybe some young players coming in from the Brazilian league. Let's face it, we all love the Brazilians right now. And the links like Gosens, the links like the King, all of these are nice. You know, it's good to see players being linked, but it's just not exciting. And I'm sorry, it's turning into a bit of a depressing video. I'm a little tired, man. I've been out at work and what have you, but I just want those names to start coming in. He's a central midfielder. He can play on the right wing. Outside of that, honestly, guys, I can't tell you too much more about him. I mean, maybe some of you guys watch Serbian football. I watch a lot of European football, but I'm not going to stretch that far out to watch that crap. So let me know what you think of him if you've seen him play. But there's the link there. It's cheap. It's a central midfielder. We do need it. So kind of whatever. Okay, let's move on to centre backs and let's talk about bloody Saiss. Saiss, who's just like that rash on your butt cheek. The more you itch, the worse it gets and the bigger it grows, is basically what's happening with him. The president of, I can't remember where he plays for, Besiktas, that's it, has come out and said that he's received bids. He hasn't confirmed which clubs have put in bids for Saiss, but we do know that Forest did submit a bid for about 2.1 million. And the thought process here is that Forest are actually still going to go back in for him, and that doesn't fill me with great joy. There are other clubs interested in. In fact, there was talks last week that Marseille were heavily down the road with this. So Marseille, I will get my pom-poms out and I will cheer you on. Get him. I mean, I've seen reports on this talking about how Saiss would be the Maldini of Forest if he were to come. And I'm there thinking, have you guys who wrote that report ever seen Maldini play? And then have you seen Saiss play? Look, he's not bad, I'll say it again, but god damn it, he's 33 and he loves a good swan dive. And I just, I don't know, I'm not interested in him. This is turning into a bit of a depressing video. I won't call it depressing or negative. I'll call it more me being impatient. I want some big names. This time last season we signed about 14 players. And we were still only halfway to filling our quota. So come on, man. Come on, Forest. If you're watching, if you're listening, just leak us a good name. Let's see. I'll take Ben Yedder. Let's be linked to Ben Yedder. That would be a good one. But anyway, on Saiss. I know some of you would take him. And well, I know one person who would, Simon Jones. But most of you guys seem to think that he's past it and we need to recruit lower. Again, I will argue. For the Greek from Germany, he's the one that I'm interested in from the ones who have been named. And if we really want to splash the cash out, we should go for Lacroix, who does have a 40 mil sell-on a release fee clause. Maybe that's too much, I don't know. But there are plenty of others. Even Mina, I would take Mina. He's on a free from Everton. I think he would be a cracking signing. He's Prem proven. He's really good. He reshaped that defense when he got fit. Obviously, fitness is an issue. But Saiss, nah, not for me. Let's move on from him because it's just boring saying his name. Okay, I'm sorry to say, guys, that is your latest Nottingham Forest transfer news. Hopefully, when this video goes out, there'll be a huge link and we can do a second video today. I'm not holding my breath. I'm sorry it's a little depressing. I'm sorry I'm a little moany today, but I do want some names to come through. Look, we'll have a fun stream tonight on the gaming channel as we go into the start of the season, as Nottingham Forest will open the Premier League campaign at home to Varchester United. Will we get screwed by VAR? Or will Wolverine's genius tactics get us over the line in spite of that? Make sure you have subscribed to the new channel. Thank you to all of those of you already who have. I mean, there's been over 100 in less than like 12 hours, man. There's some Forest channels on YouTube that haven't grown that much in 6 months. So I do thank each and every one of you that have subscribed. All right, we'll see you tonight on day 2 of Football Manager. Sorry how crap the video was, guys, but we don't make the news. We can only discuss our opinions on it. If you've enjoyed the video, I haven't, so I doubt you have. Hit that like button, subscribe to Forest Fan TV, and we'll see you on the next video. Come on, you Reds.